If Robert Duvall represents the quiet truth of film acting, Gene Hackman represents the charged truth, the feeling that a character is barely holding their inner life together.
Get on the fucking elevator.
Hackman's presence on screen carries a voltage, an unpredictable energy. A sense that the character could say or do something real at any moment.
You know how many federal agents you had following you on that ferry?
I don't...
Who are you working for?
What are you talking about? I'm not working.
Is this about me? Am I a target here? Do they know me?
Who is they?
Do they know me?
It's not loudness, it's danger.
What the fuck is going on?
It's not anger, it's authenticity pushed to its edge. Across a 50-year career, Hackman became one of the most compelling actors of the American New Wave, not because he was flamboyant, but because he made emotional honesty look combustible. This episode explores how a shy kid from Danville, Illinois, became one of the most respected actors of his generation, and what working actors can actually learn from his technique, discipline, insecurities, and the combustible inner life that made his performances unforgettable. Gene Hackman was born in 1930 in San Bernardino, California, and raised mostly in Danville, Illinois. His childhood was marked by upheaval. His father drank heavily, fights at home were common, and when Hackman was 13, his father simply walked out and never came back. That kind of rupture forms a very particular kind of actor. The child who learns to watch conflict from the edge of the room, always alert, always anticipating the next shift. Hackman has said he grew up learning how people blow up, and more importantly, how people hide before they blow up. From early on, his observational skills came from survival, not art. He read the micro-behaviors of adults the way soldiers read terrain, for threat, for opportunity, for escape routes. This hyper-attunement would later become the foundation of his dramatic unpredictability. At 16, Hackman lied about his age and enlisted in the U.S. Marines. He spent 4 years stationed in Asia, primarily in radio operations. The Marines taught him precision, punctuality, and discipline, qualities he would not have chosen, but that later made him one of the most reliable actors on set. But here's the deeper lesson. Hackman was not naturally disciplined. He was shaped by an institution that demanded it. Actors often think discipline is a personality trait. Hackman demonstrates that it's something you can acquire, like a skill, and it's one of the only reasons his volatile internal style remained controlled enough for the camera. After the Marines, Hackman used the GI Bill to attend the Pasadena Playhouse. He was 26. He had no formal technique, no actor identity, and stood out mostly for the wrong reasons. The faculty hated him. He and his friend Dustin Hoffman were famously voted least likely to succeed. Hackman later said that the criticism didn't make him quit. It made him furious. And here is the acting lesson. Anger, when channeled correctly, becomes energy on camera. Not explosive scenes, energy, focus, will. Hackman's performances always contain a slight tremor of defiance, and it started here, being told he would never amount to anything by people who couldn't imagine the kind of actor he was becoming. In his late 20s, Hackman moved to New York and reunited with Robert Duvall and Dustin Hoffman. They lived in cheap apartments, took menial jobs, and rehearsed relentlessly. Here's the real key. Hackman learned more from watching Duvall than he did from any teacher. Where Hackman was volcanic, Duvall was composed. Where Hackman pushed, Duvall waited. Hackman has said that Duvall taught him how to cool the engine without turning it off. That is the core of his technique. High internal intensity with low external decoration. Actors often think they must display everything they feel. Hackman learned that withholding emotion, letting it build behind the eyes, in the breath, in the micro shifts of the shoulders, creates far more pressure. Hackman's breakout role came at age 37, as Buck Barrow in Bonnie and Clyde.
Take a good look, Pop. I'm Buck Barrow. For the Barrow Boys!
It was the first time audiences saw the two sides of Hackman's instrument, the warmth and humor of a man who wants to be liked, and the sudden flashes of fear and danger underneath. Watch him laugh in that film, the big, open-mouthed, full-bodied laugh. It's not a performance laugh. It's a laugh built on insecurity, on wanting to join the fun before it slips away.
Rumored to have had a hand in the robbing of 2 Piggly Wiggly stores. Happy birthday, hon!
That's why the violence that follows shocks. The character's emotional temperature swings quickly, but truthfully, Hackman's acting lesson here: play joy and fear with the same intensity. One makes the other believable. The French Connection, 1971, made Hackman a household name. Director William Friedkin pushed him relentlessly, knowing Hackman was uncomfortable playing a racist, abrasive cop. Hackman almost quit the film, but the performance is extraordinary because Hackman didn't build Popeye Doyle from attitude. He built him from physical life, the forward-leaning walk, the stiff, almost predatory shoulders, the abrupt head turns, the clipped nasal voice,
The shuttle at Grand Central. Now what the hell's going on up there?
the constant scanning of the environment, the habit of stepping too close to people. This is not personality acting, it's behavioral architecture. From the physicality came the psychology, a man addicted to the chase, volatile because he's terrified of being irrelevant. This is why the famous foot chase feels so alive. Hackman isn't playing a hero. He's playing a man whose fear is louder than his judgment. In The Conversation, 1974, Francis Ford Coppola cast Hackman as Harry Caul, a surveillance expert who is brilliant professionally but emotionally sealed. This is Hackman at his most disciplined. The genius of the performance lies in what Hackman removes. His voice is smaller,
It had nothing to do with me. I just turned in the tapes.
his posture is rounded, his eyes rarely meet others, his hands stay close to his body, his breath is shallow, his reactions are delayed. It is a man who has spent his entire life avoiding vulnerability, and Hackman never breaks the shell for the audience's benefit. He doesn't explain Harry Caul, he lets us discover him in fragments. The acting principle here: the film may be suspenseful, but the character is afraid. Play the fear, not the genre. In Hoosiers, 1986, Hackman plays Norman Dale, a disgraced coach trying to rebuild his life. It would have been easy to play the redemption arc as sentiment. Hackman resists that. He begins the film tight, defensive, clipped. Even his walk is staccato, like a man expecting confrontation. As the story progresses, his body softens before his voice does.
Norman Dale, I coached college ball for 10 years, but it's been 12 years since I've blown nil.
He earns authority by being consistent, not inspirational. The transformation is behavioral, not emotional.
I love you guys.
Gene Hackman.
That's what makes it believable. Late in his career, Hackman gave one of his most surprising performances in The Royal Tenenbaums, 2001. Royal is a liar, a manipulator, a charmer, and a man who truly loves his family, all at once. Hackman plays every contradiction fully without explaining any of them. He never winks at the comedy. He plays Royal's selfishness with the same sincerity as his affection.
For years.
Hey! Are you listening to me? Yes, I am!
This is advanced film acting. Dare to hold two truths at once. The character doesn't see himself the way others see him. Gene Hackman's legacy isn't built on one technique. It's built on a set of values. 1. Play the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. 2. Let physical behavior shape emotional reality. 3. Don't perform emotion. Pressure creates emotion. 4. Don't simplify the character. Complexity is human. 5. Don't chase audience sympathy. Earn it through honesty. 6. Keep something hidden. Mystery is part of authenticity. Hackman never wanted to be a star. He wanted to be accurate. He wanted to be surprising without being artificial. He wanted characters to feel like people you might actually meet and possibly fear. Actors who study him learn not how to act bigger, but how to act truer. Gene Hackman built a career on tension, contradiction, discipline, and a refusal to simplify the human mind. If Robert Duvall teaches actors how to vanish into truth, Hackman teaches them how to let truth shake inside the frame. Two opposite styles, the same pursuit, honesty.